Happy New Year!
Happy New Year. But it's still the new year, kind
Ish.
of. Ish. All right. Welcome to the Raining Cats and Dogs podcast. I'm your co-host, Shannon, along with Arianna.
Yeah.
So, how was your week been this week? Anything you'd like to share?
Did I do anything this week?
I don't know what you do.
You don't know what I do?
I don't know what you do.
I started watching Lord of the Rings again. Got through 2 movies.
Oh, nice.
Gonna finish the last one at some point.
That sounds cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all you got to share? Oh, yeah, do you have a music recommendation this week? Or
Let's see. I've really been listening to Epic, the musical. All of the songs in the soundtrack. It's really good.
Epic, the musical. What is that?
It's the story of, like the Odyssey. Homer. It's Greek.
I have no idea. I don't know if
old.
I've ever seen it. No.
But anyways, this guy wrote a bunch of songs, and then he got a whole cast and everything to record it. So it tells the story of the Odyssey through song, and it's really good.
That sounds really good.
Yeah, cool. I recommend.
All right. For me, there's not much going on. We had Easter yesterday, so we celebrate Easter. So I just feel like the day after, I should have taken off. I'm just feeling tired, even though we had brunch.
We didn't really do much. It was nice.
Yeah, it was really nice. It was just kind of a chill. And plus, we've been watching dogs for Anthony. So not only do we have our dogs, we only watch half their dogs, so 2 of their dogs. But it just seems like a lot.
Yeah.
At least I feel like
it's like a lot because you want to make sure your own dogs also, though, don't feel neglected.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but oh my gosh, the one dog, Forky, that they have.
He's adorable. He snuggled with me last night and kept me warm. Because they only left 2 blankets. I need more than 2 blankets, and their house is cold.
But the dogs are warm.
But I only had the one to keep me warm.
Oh, see, I brought Alice, and Alice also snuggles. So
that's true.
I was literally too hot. I'm like, oh my God, I got a dog at either side of me. I'm overheating.
I needed the 2. I just had the one. He's so cute, though, because then he was like scratching at the blankets. It's like, oh, do you like to go under the covers? And he just scoots underneath. It's adorable.
Yeah, he's adorable. Like, when I go over there, he's so happy we like to visit, and I was sleeping there. So we took a night. You take a night, I take a night, like every other. And he was like, go grab a toy and prance around the living room.
Oh,
he's so cute.
It's adorable.
He is absolutely adorable.
Yeah, she tried to get me to stay there for 3 nights.
I did. I'm not going to lie.
In a row.
It is nice to be home. And then I was binge watching
The Last of Us.
The Last of Us. I was going to say It Ends With Us, but that's not it. The Last of Us. It's so good. Like, I can't believe I didn't watch it for so long.
Yeah, I've heard it's really good. Do you think I should watch it? Is it worth?
I think so, though I watched it under your name. But yes,
I'll go back.
Max.
Yeah, I don't know. I still have to finish Supernatural. I just got to see season 11, so
I'm not there yet.
I should finish that before I start a new series.
See, I like go back and forth with Supernatural, but then I watch other things.
Well, like, it's so good, but then a part of me is like, I don't feel like watching it right now.
Yeah.
But then once I'm watching, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this show.
Well, who does not love
But so
Dean?
much happens. I think the early seasons were my favorite.
Well, Carry On My Wayward Son didn't come out until season
I know.
10.
I think it really shortened everything. But I love the early seasons, but I also love Castiel and Crowley in it. And I didn't realize how late they actually come into the show.
Yeah, me either. Same with that song. I thought it was like through most of the seasons.
Yeah.
It really wasn't. No, I really, really like Supernatural too. And who doesn't love Dean?
I know. So after
Jensen
I get through
Ackles, for those
Supernatural, I want to watch The Boys. Because, was it Misha is in it now, right? And then Jared is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the whole cast of Supernatural is going over to The Boys.
I know. I love it. All we need
They just need Crowley. I don't know his actor's name.
Crowley.
Yeah.
And then the dad is actually Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yes.
So we can throw him in there too.
Who doesn't love him?
Everyone loves a Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
He is very sexy, and he is the perfect father for Dean Winchester.
Yeah.
Love it, love it. So I did something weird on our Instagram for the Raining Cats and Dogs podcast. I saw on TikTok people having like AI, so I use ChatGPT to create like what your animals would look like through the years of being humans. So I did that for my dogs. It's already on the Raining Cats and Dogs podcast, our podcast Instagram account. But it's so weird. So
you actually posted it?
I did.
I don't follow our account.
You don't follow our
No,
account?
I limit who I follow on Instagram.
That's kind of obnoxious. Anyway, so like I can be posting like weird ones of you up there. You shouldn't
I'd
be
rather not
monitoring
know,
it.
I think.
Okay.
Because I don't think you take it down.
Well, if we had a lot of likes, do it for the
Yeah.
likes.
I better be getting paid.
Well, I don't know where this is going, but it's going in the wrong direction. So you're like, oh, you should do it for Zuko. That's weird. I showed you. She's like, that's weird. You should do it for Zuko. But I didn't do it for Zuko. So what I did, it is adorable. So I made an action figure of Zuko. And I'll share it on our Instagram. And then I made action figures of all three of her dogs
Let
together.
me see. I want to see.
And I said, it's the dogs of the Raining Cats and Dogs podcast.
Can we see?
And it's just so
That's adorable.
Cute.
Why is Zuko holding that bone like it's a beer?
I did mention before, like he likes to eat.
He looks adorable though.
And I go,
Jasper looks more like a Pomeranian. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. That's like the perfect action thing of Zuko.
It really is. I will post those on our
That
Instagram.
looks like him. That's so cute.
So the one of him alone is just completely adorable.
And it looks like him. The one of him with him looks like, someone's creepy uncle that likes to drink beer.
Maybe. Because that photo is from, well, the three of them together was from
Why
one Christmas.
does Alice look like she's going to murder someone?
She might. But yeah, it's completely
Why
adorable.
she doesn't look like she has fur. It looks like skin.
They just made it look because I think she had a short hair in that photo.
Oh.
It was short and curly. It's fine. Why are you picking it apart? I think they look so cute.
No, they're adorable. I love the one of Zuko because it just looks like his happy face.
I feel like that needs to be printed out. Well,
It's his happy face.
I'm going to start a magnet business. I decided I've been watching some things to be a magnet, and then I'm going to get a Cricut with a shirt press and a mug press.
So look out for that merch.
Yes, look out for that merch. I'm going to make it myself. All my 10 fans, you can go ahead and we'll get you some merch.
Message me. I'll crochet you a custom Zuko toy.
Actually, she's been crocheting bunnies, and they're just
Yeah,
so
does anyone
cute.
like a bunny? $5. I'll give you a tiny bunny.
So cute. So this like little action figure could be a magnet. That'd be so cute.
It is very cute.
I thought you'd like it.
What are you looking at?
Oh, I don't know. I just have to look
staring
outside.
off into the
Looking-
distance. I think you'd like it. Looking over at me.
I was looking at something else outside.
Is there another me you're seeing?
I'm seeing two yous and I'm scared right now. Terrified.
We did watch. What movie did we watch the other night? The scary one.
Amityville Horror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though it didn't really stick with me, but it was kind of creepy. A lot of jump scares watching it.
Jump scares, but I did think about it because I was sleeping here alone because you were next door, and I was like, I feel a little creepy going outside now.
That's funny because I was in the bedroom going to bed. I was like, I wonder if they have. I'm glad they don't have a basement, so they don't have the red room underneath it.
Oh, yeah. I know that I was thinking about when's Ari been in that office downstairs lately?
The light was on the other day. I didn't turn it on.
Okay, that's creepy. I'm sure you did months ago and it's just been on. But creepy. So coming home from work today, just switching topics here.
I saw a rainbow. Yeah, red to purple. It was a beautiful rainbow.
It was the most vibrant rainbow I've ever seen. I actually pulled over.
You said you didn't get photos.
Yeah, I got photos. I'm going to share it on Instagram. You
I
said you didn't get photos.
Actually, I got a photo that I didn't save on Snapchat.
But I didn't get it both ends.
But
which
it was pouring really bad before I got to that point, and it
was
I could
starting
not
to
see.
rain. But I did pull over, and another car pulled over. But I would have had to get out to get both sides. But I've never seen a rainbow so vibrant. It actually almost hurt my eyes. It was so beautiful. So you can't really tell in the photos from my phone, but I'm still going to share a couple just because it was so pretty. Don't you think so?
Yes, very pretty.
All right. She's just placating me. So with it being after Easter, I was like, what is there a bunny in? Oh my God, I could have thought about Hop. Let's do a quiz. So we're going to do Rise of the Guardians.
love
Which
that
character are
movie.
you? Because they have the Easter Bunny, Jack Frost, Santa Claus, a Yeti, the Tooth Fairy. They have it all. So let's do a quiz. I sent it to you. So we can start. So this is on Profs quizzes. Which Rise the Guardian are you? Let's start this puppy. Are you in there?
Hold on, give me a second.
Okay.
I'm getting there. Cat was bothering me.
I think she's actually texting someone
I am
at the
actually just
moment.
texting someone.
They can see you.
Read the first one. I'll get there.
What is your favorite food? Healthy veggies, pasta, cookies, and hot chocolate, burgers.
Well, not pasta for me. I'm not the biggest pasta fan.
No.
Not burgers either. I don't know. I do like a good vegetable, but I don't know. What are you choosing?
I chose burgers out of those 4. Like, I love a good
I'm
salad.
gonna go vegetables, like a roasted vegetables. I love.
Yes.
Somehow it did skip to 3 to 15. Are you on what's your favorite sport?
No.
Oh gosh.
Usually I'm the technology person.
What happened?
It's because she's been texting someone. That is why.
I didn't even finish texting.
So if you were in a fight with Pitch, what weapon would you use against him? Now, Pitch is like the evil guy if you've never seen this movie.
I want a sword.
A boomerang, a magical sand whip, a magic wand. It says
sword.
Boomerang and bombs, actually. I'm going to go with a magical wand.
I want a sword.
Okay. What is your favorite sport? Volleyball, soccer, hockey, or football? Actually, lacrosse is my favorite sport, but that's not listed. So it'll be football. Go Bills.
I guess I'm going to go hockey because there's fights in hockey, and I like that.
See, I can still like hockey and what NASCAR is going to say, the cars go around in circles. This NASCAR. I find them negative energy sports because people can look for like people banging into each other or fights or like with the
negative.
Cars,
oh my gosh.
They're negative energy sports.
You sound like a hippie.
Peace and love, baby. Peace and love. All right. What type of music do you hear? What type of music do you hear?
I don't understand that question.
What type of music I'm going to say do you like to listen to?
I don't like any of these options.
Country, pop, electronic music, or hip hop? I'm a hip hop girl.
I don't know. Which one do you think I should choose? I don't like any of these.
You like Sabrina Carpenter. You're not.
Fine, I'll go with pop.
Yeah, you should go with
out
pop.
of all of these.
What kind of genre do you like for movies? So it's horror, romance, fantasy.
Well, they all have their time.
I know. Comedy, action, or mystery. I love them all.
Except for mystery. I'm usually not the biggest fan. I think I'm going to go romance because I can sit and watch old, but it's more like rom-coms.
See, I like rom-coms, but you can't. Yeah. I'm going to pick comedy just because I like the
I'm going to go romance.
Okay. And this is good that we're picking different things, so that way
Wolf.
What is your favorite animal?
Wolf.
A rabbit, a horse, a cat, or a wolf?
Wolf.
What do you usually wear? A hoodie and shorts, something that helps me get warm, trendy clothes, dark clothing, pajamas.
Dark clothing.
What do I usually wear?
I think they're trendy clothes.
I try to be trendy, but I'm really not. But...
Well, as trendy as you can be going to work.
That's true. All right. What do you like to do in your spare time? Meet friends? Clean the house? Definitely not. Sleeping? Painting, organizing my books. No, how about reading my books?
Yeah, not organizing. I want to read.
I know. Okay, great. I'm guessing meet friends.
I don't want to do that all the time. I like just being home. I'm going to go with sleeping. Because that means I'm in my bed.
Do you think Tooth and Bunny Mund make a cute couple?
No.
No, so Bunny Mund is the Easter Bunny and Tooth is the Tooth Fairy.
So it's either they look wonderful, maybe. It's like they're meant to be, and of course not. I'm going to go with of course not.
Maybe.
Favorite season? Winter, spring, summer, or fall? Fall.
I'm a fall girl. What is your favorite holiday? Easter, Halloween, Christmas, Valentine's Day, Thanksgiving. I don't have a favorite.
Between Christmas, because I like the mood everyone's in, or Halloween, because I like the aesthetics.
See, I like to decorate for fall, not necessarily Halloween.
I'm going to go Christmas just because it's like the holiday lasts longer. Halloween, I feel like you just get that one day, really, and it's over. But Christmas, I feel like, extends out. It's like the whole month of December.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, nowadays, I feel like it starts in October.
Yeah.
Right after Halloween, so I guess November. What is your favorite way to spend a snowy day? Building a snowman and having a snowball fight? Cozying up to the fireplace with a good book?
Ooh.
Spreading joy and gifts to others, taking a long nap and enjoying sweet dreams. I want to say cozying up to the fireplace and reading a good book.
Nice. We're choosing too many of the same thing.
But not all.
Which element resonates with you the most? Ice and snow, earth and nature, joy and happiness, dreams and imagination.
It's either dreams or joy.
I'm going ice and snow. I think you're joy and happiness.
I think so too. Thank you. That's the nicest compliment she's ever given me.
Okay.
What is your go-to mode of transportation? Gliding effortlessly through the air?
Even if I could fly, I don't think I'd be looking effortless or anything.
Oh my God, I'd be hitting trees and things. Riding on the back of majestic creatures.
Dragon?
Flying with the help of a magical dream sand. Hopping around with boundless energy. Oh God, I wish.
No. Gosh. I think of like the sand just getting everywhere.
That would be awful. I'm going to say riding.
Me too.
I'd ride a dragon if I could.
Or a polar bear dog.
Yeah, that'd be great. How do you handle challenges and obstacles? Embracing them with a mischievous grin and a bit of fun. Using wisdom and experience to navigate through them. Inspiring others to overcome challenges with positivity. Tackling them head on with determination and strength.
I feel like you're using wisdom and experience.
Did you just call me old?
Well, I don't know. What do you think for me? Head on, determination, and strength?
Yes.
I don't think I'm positivity.
No. I'm Santa Claus!
So am I.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. I think it's just your favorite holiday question.
I bet it was the holiday question. That's annoying.
I want to go back and choose.
Wouldn't have minded being Jack Frost.
Halloween.
I actually kind of thought I was going to be Santa. The Easter Bunny was fun too.
What happens if I choose Halloween instead? What do you think?
Do you think then he's going to change?
All right, I'm going back through right now and choosing the same things, except changing my
holiday.
All
right, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah. That could mean a lot of different things. I just flipped through my phone on Facebook for some reason.
What?
I just have it. And the first thing that came up was Weed Man for lawn care. But just Weed Man came up. I was like, oh, that could mean two different things.
Weed Man?
Weed Man. I'm drinking my dinner, which is a shake, and then I'm opening my Recess. Not a sponsor, but they could.
Okay.
I love Recess. We'd like to sponsor you.
What? You want to sponsor them?
We would like you to sponsor us.
Oh my gosh.
It's been a Monday. It really has. We were going to decorate eggs on here, but it took like an hour for my eggs to boil. And then this one over here, she's like, no, you add the eggs on to boiling water like it's pasta. Why not? No, that's not what you do. To me.
I guess you wouldn't want to put your hand in there so you drop them in there just a minute.
Dropping eggs.
That reminds me of one time in science class in high school, we had, the little glass tubes or whatever.
Yeah.
And we had to put them in the water, to boil and for, some kind of reaction. And actually dropped it too hard and just shattered in the water.
That's so funny.
Yeah. And then I think for eggs, you should use the knife to test them,
she kept wanting to poke it. I'm like, you don't poke the hard-boiled eggs. What are you doing?
Egg. Anyways, so just changing my answer from Christmas to Halloween gets me the Easter Bunny.
Oh, that's so nice.
I feel like it fits better.
Yeah, you know what to say about the Easter Bunny.
You're full of attitude and a tough exterior as the bunny. You're fiercely loyal and protective with your Australian charm and impressive combat skills. You can bring a touch of adventure to the Guardians.
Oh, I like that. That's you.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready for some Reddit stories?
Are you ready for some Reddit stories?
I am.
All right. So I put this together for Easter theme, because we're supposed to be coloring eggs, but right now they're
really hot right now, so that's not happening.
So we'll post our colored eggs if we end up finishing them tonight.
I don't think we'll finish them tonight.
Probably not.
To be honest.
Well,
we have eggs and they're hard boiled, and I don't think anyone wants a photo of that.
I'm gonna have grapefruit and a hard boiled egg tomorrow morning.
Ooh, a protein and acid.
yeah, the protein
Vitamin
so
C.
the acid doesn't hurt my stomach.
All right.
Okay. We're going to start with Am I the Asshole? Posted by 62 Stitch 6. Am I the asshole for not inviting my boyfriend's mother to our Easter dinner?
Okay, let me guess. I'm going to probably say no. I think she probably has good reason.
Okay. Am I the asshole for not inviting my boyfriend's mother to the family Easter dinner? Little background. My boyfriend has not had his mother in his life for well over 10 years. They don't speak to each other and don't really get along. We went to his family Christmas party this year, and it took her over 3 hours to even say hello to him.
What?
He will be civil and polite when we're out with major at major family outings, but he doesn't go out of his way to talk to her. At Christmas, all of the kids were told to pick a holiday that they want to be hosting. We volunteered/voluntold we were doing Easter. Fast forward to recent events. We sent out the invites for Easter dinner, and we didn't include his mother. He doesn't feel comfortable inviting her into our home. His grandmother went out of her way to invite his mother to Easter, even though we specifically told her we don't want her there. His grandmother has now called him several times, arguing with us that we need to invite his mother to Easter and that she's family and we need to get over the issues that his mother and her second husband have caused him from the past. We told her that it is our home and we will decide who we want to invite to our family gathering. His sister has now also called him to yell at him and tell him that he needs to get over the past and all of the horrible things that his mother has done to him and just invite her. We have told his family that the ones who are invited are welcome to show up, but if his mother comes in, she will be told to leave and not invited in. So am I the asshole for not inviting his mother when he feels uncomfortable with her being around?
Oh, I'm conflicted as
You
a
are?
mom. I get it. It's your
But
house.
it sounds like she's a bad mom.
Sounds like she's a bad mom. They've had issues and they haven't tried to fix them at all.
Yes. And it's
So,
your home.
It's your home. You should
and
feel
if
comfortable.
he shouldn't feel uncomfortable.
And I mean, to the point where, how long did it take for them to speak to each other?
3 hours at Christmas.
That's weird to me.
That's weird. It should be when you first enter, you would say hello to us the first time we entered the house for Christmas.
Like,
thing.
I guess I don't live in a world where this is just a weird scenario to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a people pleaser, so I probably still would have invited someone I don't speak to.
So, but
I
guess,
bad.
I don't know. I understood first, like, you were all picking to host a holiday, but it's not like sounds like they didn't want to host a holiday. Is that they were told they're hosting a holiday.
Like, oh, good, you have a place now, you can host.
Yeah.
That's probably what happened.
It's different.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you're like volunteered to really host, then yeah, you should invite everyone that's going to all the other holidays.
Right.
But I don't know, it's a little different. Plus, you don't really know the whole context of what happened.
But does he go to I wonder if the mom hosts. I guess that's my question. Because does he go when the mom's hosting a holiday or does he skip it?
I don't know.
Are there any updates?
Let me look. Go on to their account. This was posted 2 years ago.
Okay.
She did a little comment just to add this. My boyfriend doesn't even have his mother's phone number. No Facebook or any kind of contact with her. His grandma has called and told his entire family that we canceled the event. I made a Facebook group and sent it to his family that we invited, telling them that the event is still happening. However, his mother and grandparents would not be invited to join. They're all grown adults and can make their own decisions. I made sure to inform them we do not want any drama. If they plan to start anything, they can just stay home. Haven't heard from any of them, but I'm sure some of them will have a comment for me about how it's my fault for not including his mother.
It's your
That's
home.
extreme for the grandparents to go tell everyone, oh, it's canceled. They're not doing Easter.
Yeah,
just because the mom's not invited.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's the thing the mom and him have to work out. And maybe she would feel really bad about it and maybe work towards like some sort of resolution with her son.
I doubt it. Not if she hasn't tried to make any contact at all. Like, he doesn't have any way to contact her.
That's weird.
Yeah, so I think so it sounds like something happened with one of her husbands, her second husband. Yeah. So, I don't know.
No, and you don't just get over it.
No.
Like, if you're not the one, it's easy for someone to say when you're not the one traumatized.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're not assholes. I just hope people showed up. Like, what if nobody showed up to the dinner?
No.
Now I feel bad for them.
Yeah, no updates after that. That was 2 years ago.
Oh, well, I hope they're doing well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel bad. I hope people that wanted to be there showed up and just supported them and they had a nice dinner. And by support, I don't even mean you have to talk about it at all.
No, you just go there and have a nice time.
Yes, go have dinner and have a nice time.
Yeah. Yeah, the vote was not the asshole.
Oh, good.
Top comment, OMG, this is infuriating. Don't even host Easter dinner then. Just tell his grandmother and sister they can host it if they insist on inviting her. Or you can invite them. Life is way too short to be miserable spending time with people you don't even want to spend time with. You and your boyfriend are not the asshole. Do not fall for the guilt and pressure.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel bad for them.
Yeah. Another comment, not the asshole. If you're doing the planning and hosting, you get to decide who to invite. Also, there's no obligation to invite abusers, even if they're family.
That is true.
Yep.
Yeah. I agree.
Agreed.
All right. I just hope they didn't have... I wish there was more context.
Yeah, like, oh, we had a great Easter.
Yeah. Some sort of update, something.
But... Yeah.
All right.
Let's go. Do you want to go to another mother-in-law one?
Bring it.
This is from 22 days ago.
Oh, this is fresh.
Posted on Just NOIL. Mother-in-law insinuated herself into my Easter plans.
Oh.
I'm looking for some outside perspective on whether I'm overreacting a bit or just if I'm being justified in being annoyed with the situation. For a bit of background, I have an okay relationship with my in-laws. We've struggled in the past with issues involving communication and overstepping boundaries as well as pushing disguises them trying to be accommodating. Just different situations where they couldn't take no for an answer. My fiancé has always had issues with them, and since I came into the picture and we had children, things sort of just came out to the surface, and we've had to work on establishing respectful boundaries. Like I said, things have improved lately, which I'm grateful for, and I hope they continue to have more respect for us as a couple. The current situation, it involves my mother-in-law and how she tends to control and dominate making plans, which she acts as if we're obligated to attend to, even if it conflicts with our own plans in life as a family of 4. I feel she just sees us and our children as an extension of herself and needs to attempt to dictate everything. I get it, she's used to being the mom and planning, but her kids are in their 30s with lives of their own, so I feel like it's time to step back a bit.
Ouch.
This year for Easter, I have out-of-the-country guests coming to my mom's house. They're close family friends I haven't seen in a few years since they moved back to Europe. Obviously, I'm very excited to visit with them and have them meet my young children for the first time. My mother asked me if she should invite my mother-in-law for Easter dinner, and I said no.
Oh.
I would like to focus on our guests we don't see often, and I would visit with my in-laws before or after. I see my in-laws often since they live close and like to stop by at least once a week. It's kind of a lot.
I don't think that's a lot.
Think about it. You work 5 days out of the week, and if you have plans and a life, it takes away any days to just stay home and relax.
No, I would love that. Or like when they're like, let's say they're like in soccer or something, go watch them practice up on the fields or do something. Yeah, I'd even offer to take my grandkids and you can just stay home if you want.
Okay, continuing on. I don't think it's out of order to focus on the special occasion and visiting with the in-laws to another time. I feel like that's normal.
Yeah, that's fine.
Knowing how my mother-in-law is and trying to control plans, I decided to preemptively mention we already had plans before she invited us to whatever plans she might want to make. I basically said, hey, I'm not sure if or when you're planning an Easter get-together, but I wanted to let you know my friends are coming and we're going to my mom's to visit with them. And I told her the dates to be here and what days we're going to see them. Everything seemed normal. She was happy they were coming and said she didn't have anything planned. Great. I figured I headed off any awkwardness with telling her my plans. Oops, gosh, this is a long one. Well, about a week later, my mom is visiting me at my house when mother-in-law calls. She says she's in the area and asks if she can stop by. Of course she can. She visited a bit and then left. A few days later, I'm talking with my mother, and she tells me my mother-in-law basically invited herself to our Easter plans.
Oh.
I'm guessing when she had stopped by, she talked to my mom and said, oh, I hear you're having guests at your house for Easter. My mom felt awkward and said she was welcome to come too. Mother-in-law has said nothing to me about it. I feel weird and insulted that she cornered my mom and invited her herself, essentially. If I wanted to invite her, I would have done it when I told her of my plans. This has been an issue with mother-in-law not taking what I say and respecting it. She would go talk to my fiancé after to get a different answer from him. That was what she wanted. I specifically did not because I wanted to be about my guests that I haven't seen in years. Am I overreacting at being upset over this? Is it rude that she put my mom in an awkward situation and essentially insinuated herself into the situation? I know my mom could have not invited her, but it's so uncomfortable when someone brings it up, obviously expecting an invitation. I feel like she put my mom in the position to either invite her or be the asshole and not invite her. I feel that considering the past issues I've had with mother-in-law, that this is just another overstep and control thing that really makes me upset. I haven't even had a chance to mention it to my fiancé and see what he says about it. But in the past, he's treated me as if I've overreacted to situations like this with his mother. I am just at the point where I know I have to be firm with my boundaries because mother-in-law has proven she will bulldoze right over them if given the chance. She knows how to guilt and manipulate my fiancé, but I'm not having it, and she knows I won't tolerate any BS. I am unsure how to handle this, though. What do I do or say at this point?
Okay, so She just doesn't want her mother-in-law around as much. Like, I really think that's really what it is.
Well, no, I think she
think
wants
she was-
separate times to different Easters.
Well, I get that, but then the mother-in-law is alone on Easter, so I
Well,
don't
they
agree
could
with
have
her.
brunch with her and then go
Yeah.
have dinner another time.
Or the day next
But
day,
they see
I
each other
guess.
every week, and these are people from out of the country that are coming in.
Right, and she's super excited to see them.
Yeah, and it would be weird, like, oh, family friends are like, oh, this is my fiance's mom. She's tagging along.
Well, it's a holiday dinner, so I don't think it'd be like that. Like, I was just tagging along. I would never corner someone and ask them. That's
you know
really
she was
rude.
looking for an invitation.
She was looking for the invitation.
So I guess
and she made someone uncomfortable, but like...
But it also doesn't say anything about a father-in-law. So is it
No.
just her, and this is her only child? And
That's what I'm thinking.
yeah, I can see that.
So she's going to be alone on Easter? Like, is she that intrusive when she's around? Doesn't sound like she's...
No, it doesn't sound like she's bad other than she wants to spend time with them.
She just wants time, and that's all you really... That's your currency in life is time.
Yeah, I guess.
So I think she's overreacting. I don't think it's about control at all. I just think, obviously, the mother-in-law did overstep by making someone, like, get that invite. But, like, she also wouldn't feel bad if her mother-in-law was just sitting home alone on Easter.
I would feel bad.
See? Like, as long as her mother-in-law is not annoying and, like, needs to be the center of attention when you try to catch up with friends. But if she's normally nice, like, she's nice enough to just pop by and
there's no instances, like, where they talked about, like, any specific examples.
Right. So I'm thinking she's overreacting.
No, I see both sides, I think.
I understand the annoyance, though, just because she made her mom feel very uncomfortable with the invite. But I feel like she might just invite her.
I guess, because it also sounds like they're going to be there for, like, a couple of days and that she has other plans to see them. So it's like, that's fine. Your mother-in-law's there on Easter and you're going to see them.
It's a holiday.
Yeah.
I don't understand. See, I guess that's why I don't know why she didn't want her there.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to go to the comment and then there is an update.
Okay.
You write out and tell her that she was not invited. That is why you didn't extend the invitation. Let her get all pissy. Let your fiancé get upset. And if he decides not to go with you for Easter at your mom's, let his petty stay at home with his mama. He starts giving you lip service, then shut her down hard and don't be nice about it.
See, I don't like this.
No,
I think
this seems
sometimes
wrong.
Reddit is a little bit more selfish. Like, that's not being a good human being.
No, I don't think so either.
No.
Yeah, a lot of comments were kind of on that side. Then other people were saying, oh, just ignore her at your mom's. Well, that's kind of rude.
That's actually mean and rude, too.
All right.
She's already going, but I can see, like, on a different day having a conversation. I don't know. I wouldn't, actually. I know I wouldn't. Like, what's the big deal? It's a holiday. I guess if it was a random Saturday night, then I'd be like, look, I just want to catch up with my friends. I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right. Want to hear the update?
Uh-huh.
Mother-in-law called me a few days ago and asked to come hang out with the kids. And we made plans, but she didn't mention anything about Easter. I didn't bring it up because my mother said she would handle it. She was waiting a few days to do so. The day mother-in-law was coming over to visit, I got a call from my mom, who says mother-in-law just called her and said she had given it some thought and wasn't going to come to Easter, since after she thought about it, she realized there'd be a lot of extra people on top of the guests we were already having. I was not expecting that. Nor was my mom. She was pretty surprised. I have no idea what gave my mother-in-law some clarity. Maybe her husband talked to her.
Oh, there's a husband. Okay.
I'm happy to enjoy my overseas guests, and mother-in-law came to her senses. But considering how she's been in the past, I have no idea what to think of her changing her mind. Maybe she's growing. In any case, we will see her next week, and maybe she realized that is good enough and didn't need to overstep into other plans. See, I don't actually think she's bad.
I don't think she's bad.
I think she just wants to hang out with her grandkids on a holiday.
I think that's all it is. And it seems like she's close to their mom. She just doesn't want to be close to their mother-in-law, basically. She just wanted a holiday with her grandkids. And maybe she was hoping the daughter-in-law would mention, oh, I heard you talk to my mom. I'm so glad you're coming. Mm-hmm. But since she never said anything, that's probably why she decided not to go.
Yeah. I'm looking to see if there's any other updates. Not seeing it, but this OP is very, like, active on Reddit. Like, over the past, like, couple days, like, it's just, hold on, let me show you. It's, like, pages upon pages of stuff she's commented on.
Oh, she is active. Holy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So not seeing any updates, but I think she has a mini golden doodle.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're the best.
Interesting.
Wow, very interesting. Yeah, I don't think the mother-in-law is that bad. I do notice, and I don't know if it's just the culture shift or whatnot, like people are getting like there's boundaries and they're still being a good human. And I think those lines are getting crossed a lot.
Yeah.
I just really feel like, yeah, sometimes people don't make those right choices. What are you doing?
I'm looking at her history on Reddit, and she's also a part of a subreddit called Love After Porn, and I think her
Oh,
and her husband have gone through some things. He
oh,
started looking again after we took a break for a few months. It's been so difficult to deal with, but I'm somehow managing. We're both in individual therapy, so I'm hanging in there with progress and hoping we can sort out this porn issue and you will quit it again.
okay. Oh, all right.
Odd.
That's a little odd.
Yeah.
All right. Next. Focus, Arianna, focus. Save her page if you want to see what she's up to.
No, I don't think I want to know. All right. Should we mix it up? Let's see. Okay. We're going to go. This is from a year ago. Posted on Am I the Asshole by Not AHOSTAITA.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for leaving the weekend after my wife agreed to host our Easter at our house without consulting me?
I'm going to say yes, he's the asshole.
All right. My wife, 38 female, and I, 39 male, have been married for 12 years and have 3 kids, 11, 8, and 6. We live reasonably close to a family on both of our sides. Our house isn't huge by any means, but it's big enough for our family. However, no one on my wife's side of the family lives in a house. Her siblings all either rent homes with roommates or live in apartments. Her parents downsized into a smaller townhome about 5 years ago. As a result, anytime her family wants to get together for a holiday or special occasion, we're the ones who end up hosting. It's not even a discussion with our family anymore. Everyone just assumes that we're going to host. Well, we at least rotate major holidays between my family and hers, but my siblings and my parents can also host gatherings, so hosting duties are spread out amongst all of us. But every Thanksgiving, Christmas, 4th of July, Easter, etc., that we spend with her family, we host. And her family are not the best guests. They will bring food if we ask, but anytime there is a cleanup or any other help, they are nowhere to be found. I have expressed my dislike of this arrangement to my wife numerous times. She has insisted that I not say anything to her family about it and let her handle it. However, nothing has ever changed. We hosted Christmas for her family this year, and it sucked. People showed up late, forgot the food they were supposed to bring, no one helped with cleaning, people let their kids make messes, etc. Same old story as every other time. After that, I told my wife I was done. I told her I didn't want to host her family until someone else in her family steps up and hosts something, or we book some other venue and I'll chip in to pay for it. She promised to talk to her family about it and figure something out for the next holiday. For Easter this year, we were supposed to just have it be our family, no extended family. But a couple weeks ago, my wife met up with her mom and sister for lunch. When she got home, she informed me that she talked to them about how hard hosting Christmas was. She said her mom and sister agreed that they would do better and offered to prove it to us on Easter, and my wife agreed. We got into a huge fight over it. I told my wife that she is on her own for this one. I told her I would be spending the entirety of Easter weekend with my family, and I'm taking the kids with me. But I'm not going to be helping with any of the hosting duties whatsoever. She thinks I'm overreacting and that I need to give her family this final chance because her mom and sister seemed really sincere during their talk. I told her I don't care what they say. I'm not going to be involved at all because because I won't be able to hold my tongue this time and I don't want it to come to that. She's not happy with me at all, but I don't really care. To top it off, all 3 of her kids want to come spend the weekend with me instead of staying home.
Oh, depending on their ages, they probably don't want to help clean or do any of that stuff.
Yeah. And it also probably depends on if there's any other kids in the families.
Right, exactly. Or they might want to see the other cousins or grandparents. So, I mean, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a nightmare. It's one thing, though. It's hard getting help because people don't know where things go, like for the dishes and things.
I also feel awkward in other people's homes. Like, I don't know what to do. I have clean dish. I don't know where it goes.
Yeah. But when kids like come and make messes, that's another whole story.
Watch your kids. Make sure they don't make a mess in someone's home.
And like help clean up. Don't leave the place a complete mess. Bring your cups to the kitchen. If you got wine glasses, bring them
it sounds like they're just like, they're all in the living room during cleanup time.
Yeah, it sounds like they just kind of spread all out and then leave the mess.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that either, and I don't really blame the husband at all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do feel bad for her, but maybe this will make her change a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. Top comment, not the asshole. I don't think your wife is being firm enough with her family. And even if she's trying to negotiate some improvement out of them, it was out of line for her to agree to it without talking to you. Yeah, she really should have discussed it first.
She really should have, yes.
Sounds like she's taking you for granted. This might be her handling it, but it feels a bit too late, too little. They wrote that opposite, isn't it?
Too little, too late, yes.
To expect you to host again and to give her family another chance, especially when she committed without talking to you. And without knowing the family, I can't say if I have a lot of faith in any improvements they demonstrate this weekend will stick. The answer is that you guys should not have to solely face hosting duties. In fact, you should not be hosting at all unless you're both bought in. End of story. I think the issue at hand, though, is that even if this weekend is far more pleasant for you because you're just not there, it is still unresolved. Won't this just come up again at the next holiday? Are you going to take your wife at her word if she tells you after Easter it was way better? I think you have more talking to do with your wife, and sadly, I think the line might be that you discontinue hosting for the foreseeable future, or that you're leaving every time she signs up to host.
Well, you need to spend your holidays with your family.
Yeah,
come on.
Every holiday is separate.
He's like, peace out, going. No, I mean, and they should switch out. Like, you know what? Maybe she hosts one holiday, either Thanksgiving or Christmas or Easter. Like, pick one per year, or two. Like, instead of all. Like, hey, I'll do one spring, summer one, either Easter, 4th of July, and I'll do either Thanksgiving or Christmas. And then tell the family, I need you guys to help pick up, and really talk to them. And if they still leave the house a mess, like, there's nothing wrong with saying to somebody before they leave, oh, hey, I saw you kids had those toys out. Did they clean them up? Like, something. I would say something.
Yeah. So are you changing? You called him the asshole in the beginning. Do you think he's still the asshole?
I don't think he's an asshole.
Me either. No, not the asshole.
I don't agree with maybe a lot of the, that one comment completely. But
yeah.
I think they need to come up with a solution.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because that's not going to work every time.
No, you can't just leave every time. Plus, you have children, and that's your wife. You should spend your holidays together.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
Next one?
Yep.
Okay. This is on r/relationships, and the account was deleted.
Ooh.
And it was posted 9 years ago.
Okay.
Should I worry that my boyfriend, 29 male of 9 months, didn't invite me, 30 female, to spend Easter with his family?
Yes.
You think 9 months?
Oh, yeah, 9 months. Yeah, it's almost a year. Yeah.
That seems a little soon to be around family.
Do you have commitment phobia over there? I think you do. 9 months is a long time.
It doesn't seem that long.
It's time to start integrating, at least meeting people. Yes. What? Do you be dating someone like 5 years before you meet family?
No.
What's your timeline?
I don't know.
Like, I get feeling been dating a month or two. Yeah, no, it's up to you. How you're feeling.
A month or two, then it's probably not going to last.
But 9 months?
9 months?
Yeah, it's
not even a year.
It sounds like it's a committed relationship to me.
But is it? What if they just have a casual thing going on?
It doesn't sound like they have a casual thing going on. I mean, if they're just friends with benefits, it's one thing. But if they actually are dating and only each other, then no.
All right. It's probably the first holiday, I guess, because then it would be...
No, they had Christmas and Easter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm bad at math. Okay, so not invited to Christmas.
Right.
That makes sense because it would be early.
And that's a big family holiday.
All right. I feel like that is enough time. She should have been invited to Easter.
Yes, she should have been invited to Easter.
Even if, give her the chance to go or not.
Give her the choice. And she's like, no, you know what? I really love my family's traditions. Maybe next year. But she should be given the option.
Yes. Okay. So we've been together almost a year at this point. Everything has been going really...
That's what I said. 9 months is almost a year.
It is a whole baby.
It is a whole human. You can create a human in 9 months.
Okay. We're both very comfortable with one another, and it seems like we've been getting very serious. He lives about 40 minutes away, so we spend weekends together usually, although sometimes I'll go up during the week. 40 minutes is kind of long. No?
Yeah.
Both of our parents live pretty far from us. His is about 6 hours, mine 11. So neither of us have been introduced, which is totally understandable. His parents are pretty religious. We're atheists, don't know if they know that, but I can tell he's really close with his family and goes to see them as often as possible. This weekend, we're going to discuss Easter, and he told me his parents would definitely want him to visit, so he'd be gone. I thought he would invite me, but no luck. He does keep saying things from them like it's sinful premarital sex, and I just wouldn't expect to share a room with him. I just thought this would be an ideal time for us to meet, and I'm worried that his not inviting me might mean he's embarrassed or worried that they won't like me. I know I'll need to talk to him, but I'd rather wait until after Easter so it doesn't seem like I'm guilting him into taking me. I'm fine with waiting for another time. I'm just a little sad that he might not want me around them.
Okay, is this it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't know if there's more or not. Yeah, okay, I completely know why he didn't invite you for Easter. She's an atheist. Easter is the biggest Christian holiday. So if you're not a Christian, maybe that's not, and if they're very Christian, like, like really practicing religion.
You think they might have like religious?
They might, say a prayer at dinner. They might want to, like part of it could be going.
It's not satanic.
She might want to go to church,
prayer and go attend church.
But maybe he feels like we don't want to
you don't want to enforce
it on. Yes.
Yeah. I feel like that could be a discussion. I guess if I'm with someone for 9 months, like, hey, I would love for you to go to Easter, but they're very religious. We go to church. This is what we're doing. So
we'll have to sleep in separate rooms.
Sure you're comfortable doing this if you're going to go.
Yeah.
And that I'd rather you not bring up religion around them. Maybe she's very...
But maybe she's very boisterous of saying...
Yes.
And maybe they're also very boisterous of saying...
And he thinks they might not get along because of that?
Yeah.
And
that, I think they should wait till summer to meet now.
No holiday.
No holiday. Not even 4th of July. Just go on a random Tuesday.
Christmas.
Tuesday in June. Just go. No, I definitely don't think Easter
Maybe
is
Halloween.
Maybe. I really think it's difficult.
Thanksgiving, is that safe?
Thanksgiving would be safe. There's no religion. What's behind it's not very, But still, yeah, I don't think she should go. Just like, I think when you date outside of your religion, it's hard.
It is hard. Okay.
No matter what your religion is. And especially if your family's practicing. Like, I wouldn't date someone that's not the same religion as me. If they're not Christian. They can be Catholic or they could be whatever, but they have to be Christian.
So is that a conversation that comes up very quick for you when dating, you think? Like religion?
No. I get to know someone. And
what if, like, you're a couple months in and you find out he's not a Christian?
Well, what is he?
What if he says he's an atheist?
Atheist? Yeah, no.
Really? Even if you really have feelings, you really like, the only thing wrong with him is he's an atheist.
No, that's my hard limit. No. Why are you laughing at me? But that's just for me. And I'm not saying other people have to do this. I'm just saying, would you be open to going to church? Would you want to talk to Pastor Rick?
Why does he need to talk to him?
To change his mind.
What? You're trying to convert the man now?
Yes. But that's wrong, right? You shouldn't want
to convert
someone or change someone for who they are, right? So, I don't want to change somebody. I don't want someone to change me. So it would just not work. So, yeah, I think after a month of dating, you might really like them. It's good to know it's not going to work out.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might come up sooner if you're like, since COVID, I really don't go to church. I watch church, but it would come up, right? He's like, oh.
Sorry, it's Sunday.
Well, if he
sit
says...
on the couch and watch.
No. But if he's like, hey, do you want to go, I don't know, golfing on Sunday morning?
Golf.
Lots of people, I don't.
On Sundays.
A lot of people, I don't. But he's like, hey, would you like to learn how to golf on Sunday morning? I can go, some country clubs they'll sign up for. It's a whole thing. Oh, it's okay, but I watch my church on YouTube at 10 o'clock.
Wait, you'd really say that?
I would. And those, right? There's times I do miss, but usually it's not purposeful. I feel like if I'm planning, something's purposeful, but that would give him the in,
oh, it's important to you.
Yes. So this is important to you. And then that might be his thing, he might be like, yeah, I don't do religion.
I want my girl to go golfing at 9 a.m. on Sundays.
So then maybe we're not the right fit.
Especially if he golfs.
There's nothing wrong with golfing.
What do you
not
mean?
my limit.
You're standing out in the sun. It sounds awful.
No, you're driving in the caddy. You have some drinks, driving around.
Golfing takes hours. Sounds awful. No.
Though it did take us a long time. We did that. We didn't even do real golf.
I hated it. I burned. I did not know that's what we were doing that day.
You needed sunscreen and we needed water. We were very thirsty.
Dehydrated.
Yeah.
Got sunburn.
But mini golf is fun.
I do like mini. It goes faster. And I don't want to be sitting around for hours.
Well, that's why I think people like it, because they have drinks. Like, if you have, like, drinks.
Oh, in the sun? Absolutely not.
Oh, then I'd probably start feeling sick.
Yeah. We're not made for golfing.
I can date someone
Leave me in the clubhouse.
Just don't, yeah. Well, same with skiing. I'm a klutz. I'm going to break something. You go ski. I will sit again at the clubhouse, maybe, and read a book by the fire.
I invited to go skiing with some friends. I'm like, none of you are actually going to teach me how to ski, so I'm not going with you.
You could actually pay, though, with friends and pay to...
But it's so expensive, and I wouldn't even have, like, the gear for it. It would be so expensive for me to just try it out.
Because you have to rent everything.
Yeah.
You didn't even have warm enough jacket.
I don't even have snow pants.
You know, snow pants, yeah. Actually, we're very ill-equipped for living in a winter place.
No, it's because we live in a winter place. I don't need snow pants. I just go out in my jeans if I'm going outside.
To shovel.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to do an outdoor sport, you should have snow pants. I bought us all snowshoes. We've never used them.
Oh, yeah. I really would like to use those at some point.
Yeah, I went to Anthony and Melissa's used them. Probably not.
Yeah. I should really make a point to do that next time it snows.
All right, next November.
Yep. Anyways, top comment for this post.
Sorry, we got sidetracked.
Meh. You're an atheist. His parents are religious. You've never met. And Easter's a religious holiday. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Thanksgiving or Christmas? That might be a bigger issue. Easter? Not so much unless they're all on the same page religiously.
Yeah, I mean,
you think that's really what it was? A lot of people are thinking that's what it was.
Easter is the biggest holiday, so no.
Another comment. Considering his parents are pretty religious and you are not, I have a feeling that this plays a big role. Inviting you to meet them for the first time on a very important religious holiday doesn't seem like the best time. I would be a little put out if a family member of mine invited someone I've never met to an intimate family gathering. However, if he goes to see them often, just tell him that you would like to go next time. Yeah, if he sounds like he goes to see them
on a random Tuesday in June.
Yeah.
Just go.
Or he probably goes down for a weekend, like, oh, I'd love to meet your parents. It's fine. I'll sleep in a separate room.
Yeah. I think you can handle it for a weekend.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
Really went off the rails on that one.
Well, we talked about our own personal things. You know, that's what happens.
Yep. All right, I've got one more Easter story. Do you want to hear it?
Yep.
Am I the asshole for not welcoming uninvited guests to my Easter brunch? So it's kind of similar to the other one.
Okay.
Posted by Throwaway 252400. All right, I invited my dad, stepmom, over for Easter brunch to join me and my husband and our daughter. My dad decided to bring an additional guest without asking. He didn't outright tell me either. The text conversation this morning went, "Do you have 10:30 Mass time?" From Dad. "Yeah, we're not planning on going to Mass." Me. "It would be myself and Beth, but I don't know if she's coming. She was out late and I'm not sure if she'll be up yet." From Dad. This is the first mention of his intention to bring Beth, who is indeed an additional guest. "I don't know, Beth. She's not coming here," is what I sent. Not sure how to respond to that on Easter morning. I would never have put you in danger. She is polite and safe to be around. No drugs or bad behavior from the kids. Dad sent. Not gonna lie, this response triggered me because her being a good kid and not being a good kid isn't the issue. It felt like he was manipulative by not just flat out asking me when making the plan if she could join. I had no idea she'd be at their house for the holiday. I don't know her family situation or why she's not with her family. All I know is that they live one state over. I also didn't like the emotional appeal of "it's Easter. I don't care what day it is. You didn't communicate your intention or ask to bring someone." This is where I may be the asshole, or I could have responded better. My response was, "Sure. You never asked. I don't know her. She's not my family. You can't just bring a stranger to my house." My dad then said, "Well, now we have drama. I have Ben, stepmom's son, who I also didn't know was at his house, and Beth, both. So I guess we'll have to cancel, unfortunately. Sorry for the intrusion." Had this whole situation been approached differently and communicated ahead of time, I would have responded differently. I didn't appreciate this being sprung up on me the morning of, and he would have just shown up with her in tow unannounced. If the conversation on Mass times never happened, Beth is a college freshman, and my dad and stepmom are living with them for the past couple of months because they live close to her college. I know her through friends of my stepmom, but I've never met Beth or her family. I'm not super close to my dad and stepmom. They were married when I was an adult and I was out of the house, and I'm not close with her kids, as there's a big age gap. We live almost 2 hours apart and see each other a few times a year. There's a lot of family history and past dramas of them not respecting my boundaries when they were watching my daughter, who is autistic. My dad and mom had a very messy divorce that I was put in the middle of. There was child abuse in my home growing up and stuff, so we have a pretty rocky past. My husband and I maintain low contact with my dad and are no longer in contact with my mom, if that's relevant. There's a history of my dad going above and beyond for others like this while neglecting the needs of his own kids. For example, I was completely and financially independent and paid for an apartment when I was 18, despite being in college 10 miles away from his house. It's hard to explain, and my parental trauma is something I'm working through in therapy. But it can hurt when you see your parents being performative for others while putting their own kids' needs or feelings last. That's emotional baggage being what it is, and just trying to add context to my emotions. In summary, am I the asshole for saying Beth shouldn't come over uninvited? Edit, I want to add that I messaged my 3 sisters, all in different states, and therefore are unable to be together today, about this, and they thought I was being mean for saying no to Beth coming, which is what prompted me to post for some outside perspective.
Okay, well, she knows who Beth is.
Yeah.
I actually think she's a slight asshole. Not completely, because she's bringing in all her past traumas into that no.
Yeah.
That no is not about the person
It's not about
at all.
Beth and the son. It's about everything else that
It's
her
about the
dad
past
had
trauma.
did.
But when you think about it, I do find it ironic when it's about Easter dinner. She's religious, talking about mass, but then she doesn't have room for an extra person. That's not very Christian-like.
I don't know. Yeah.
But I mean, I wouldn't want a strange. I mean, I would say I wouldn't want. I would be like, I'm one of those
You would
people
be
that would
a little
annoyed. Yeah,
and you complain to your husband or
Yes.
something. But I don't know. I think day of, I wouldn't cancel. Like, oh, might have said, I really wish you would have told me that there'd be more people coming.
that's what I would have said. So I would be a little annoyed.
Next time, could you let me know?
Yep. And that's it. She really could have left it at that, but it really, this has nothing to do about Beth. It's really all about her dad and all the past
Yeah,
traumas.
and how she didn't get help, but he's helping out
Yes.
the stepmom's kids.
Yep. It's all about all
It's
that.
yeah.
So it's not as simple as, okay, you're the asshole. Like, yeah, because if it was just a blanket statement, like, yeah, you really just should have let her come in. It wasn't like a stranger off the street. And even that, they do say you should, just nowadays people aren't as,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not overly like strange. I'm more of a stranger danger person, but this person's not a stranger.
No. So top comment, not the asshole. He's pretty entitled. No great loss if he canceled. Which OP responded with, yeah, he immediately canceled.
Well, what was he going to do?
Yeah.
He
Like,
needed...
leave, go behind the kids. Like, that's
Yeah.
weird. Another comment, not the asshole. Anyone planning a meal needs to know how many people are coming in advance. Not confirming attendees at least a day in advance is just rude. Which OP responded with, yeah, I didn't have the food or seats this last minute. I've been under financial strain, like many these days, and already stretched my grocery budget to plan the meal I did have prepared.
But now she's got leftovers. Is it going to waste?
I would hope not. You eat them, freeze them.
I guess freeze them. But yeah, like it's your house. It's rude. You should know at least a couple days in advance.
Yeah.
And it's all about the trauma. It's not about her not having enough. You'll find a chair. Someone can sit in the living room. Like,
you could make it work.
Yes.
It's like, fine, I guess I won't have as much leftovers.
Right.
Another comment, I do not get people who want to invite all these extra people to family holidays. My mom does this too. If I was hosting and they showed up with an extra person, I'd send them home without a thought.
Really?
But in my family, I'd pay for it. OP responded, yeah, both of my parents have a history of bringing people into their lives, love bombing, and then one day, poof, we never hear about them again.
No. So
they're married.
Yeah, I don't...
It sounds like him and the stepmom have been married for a while now.
A long time.
Yeah.
So they're not just bringing people in.
Yeah.
I mean, I might have felt that way in the beginning.
Yeah, I'm sure maybe he went through a couple of women, but...
Right. No.
Now, it sounds like this one's around for a while.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's way more. She definitely needs some therapy to work out her other issues.
Agreed.
Even if she never, works them out with her father, just for her own peace of mind.
Yeah.
Well, I notice it's getting dark out, and I still have to... I want to go let the dogs out next door, so I
Well,
think we got to wrap it up.
All right. That's been a long one tonight, actually.
Has it?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. So, where can they find us?
That's a good question.
You can find us on Instagram at the Raining Cats and Dogs podcast.
Or r_cats_and_dogs_pod on Reddit. I haven't checked it in a while.
She should check it. Maybe you're writing in. We don't even know.
No one has. Write in, please.
Write in. Give us some good stories. Share some with us, all right?
You guys are no fun.
All right. Have a good week, guys, and be kind.
Or be rude, whatever you want to do.